rewritten scene by scene by the actors more than by anybody else.
Don't care about that stuff.
Hold this position. Do not fire unless they do.
I'm
Understood.
Put an asterisk next to bad filmmakers because there are exceptions to this rule. You get lost within your own thing.
Yeah.
And you get so attached to the idea of incident A happening. Or no, let's not do that. Let's go to incident C.
There's no way out of this canyon.
Filmmaker, director, writer.
We have phases locked on every one of you.
That you've overlooked some things that the actors.
It appears you have a decisive advantage.
The motivations
To fight a
of the
battle under
character
these
they're playing
circumstances
better
would
than you
serve
do,
no purpose.
In most cases.
I'm prepared to offer
I
terms.
mean, you may have come up with them, but
hear me out.
the actors
I know you
figure out
need
how
more
to emote
tetracell
them
white.
and how to relate to them. And
My doctor can sedate your men and keep them alive until we're rescued. After that, we can put you in medical stasis until we secure a new supply.
If
The Warden did not give me the option to
actors
surrender.
To do doesn't add up to something that
Keevan's
they've
betrayed
done
you.
As that character, they're going to let you know about it, and they should.
He gave us your entire plan of attack last night.
Yeah, you're on about bad filmmakers and what you said about caring about. I think that was one of Ed Wood's problems.
It was obvious that approaching your position from this canyon was a deliberate tactical error on his part.
In the moment,
You knew?
Yeah, but
he didn't care about what he did yesterday. It was.
Despite what Keegan may think, the Jem'Hadar are often one step ahead of the Vortex.
You can still stay one step ahead.
Stand out.
Surrender.
yeah, he got
I
carried
have my
away with shit.
orders.
Yes.
Keevan doesn't deserve
If
the
there'd been
unwavering
somebody
loyalty
there, like
you're
an
giving him.
assistant,
He does not have to
director,
earn my
or
loyalty,
a
Captain.
producer, that
He has had it
could
from the moment I was conceived.
Yeah,
I am a Jem'Hadar.
that could have grounded
He
him.
is the
probably would
Vortex.
have been,
It is the order of things.
I will finish this.
I'm sorry.
Do you really want to give up your life
This is exactly
for
what I'll
the
do to you.
order of things?
It is not my
if
life
there'd
to
been
give up,
somebody there who could have grounded him,
And it
he
never
probably
was.
would have been a legendary filmmaker. Because he had the passion, he had the understanding of the craft, and personally I think he probably had the talent. He just got obsessed with really shite fucking projects.
Oh, see, he is.
What did they say?
All the wrong things?
Our death is glory to the Founders. Captain.
You know, Captain, if I'd had just 2 more vials of white, you never would have had a chance.
Chief, get this. Take him back to base camp, then get to work on that comm system.
Aye, sir.
Lieutenant Neely,
Sir.
form a burial detail.
Aye, sir.
must be like this or like that, and I'm not a huge fan of this or that. One of the benefits of the modern cinema is that you can quickly and I'm not a huge fan of this. Start to watch one of these awful. One of the benefits of the modern cinema is that you can quickly and I'm not a huge fan of this. Start to watch one of these awful. One of the benefits of the modern cinema is that you can quickly and I'm not a huge fan of this. Start to watch one of these awful. One of the benefits of the modern cinema is that you can quickly and I'm not a huge fan of this. Start to watch one of these awful. One of the benefits of the modern cinema is that you can quickly and I'm not a huge fan of this. Start to watch one of these awful. One of the benefits of the modern
Yes.
Everything else is negotiable.
Oh my god.
Well, he's the reason why we can't have
Yes.
these.
Everything else is negotiable. Minions of the Zoo. In space. Minions of the Zoo. In space. Tonight's episode, Murder for Hire.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Minions of the Zoo in Space. I'm your host for tonight, Tyr Alexander. I'm here with my friends Mitch Nemo.
Yo!
Dr. Functional.
That's Doctor.
James Colley.
You're not going to believe this, but I have finally turned myself around after going to the Hokey Pokey Man Convention Center.
Okay.
What it was and won it.
Willard Forge.
I have not received my stipend of burritos. I am feeling cheated.
Oh, Lord. And 6 of 2 threes, a.k.a. the Furry Bastard, a.k.a. Batman.
Hey, yeah. Oh, by the way, I've got to thank you, Tyr. I got extra burritos today. Thank you very much.
God damn it! I knew I sent it to the wrong person. Shit. And Dark Laser. What up, Dark?
Don't forget, I'm the bloody doctor.
And Functional isn't actually a doctor. He's a hospital lordy with ideas above his station.
Apparently, I'm the chief engineer, but
whatever works.
Yeah, I don't understand how you're the chief engineer, but you are the chief engineer, so do engineering.
I'm a chef with many hats.
Hold on.
See, because just like, you know what? I'm like a real life Neelix, because I'm the CMO, I'm the chief engineer, and I'm the chef. So, like,
yeah.
Can you hire some more staff on this ship?
No,
I'm going insane.
Yeah, hey, that's right, Functional. You are like Neelix. Yeah, you wear all those hats, and nobody likes you.
This is true too.
The Space Sea Monkey.
All right, Tyr, we're number 6.
I'm hopping over.
All right.
You're overly cheerful and bad hair.
I'm a I almost said the thing. I'm a furry bastard.
No, that's me.
My balls hurt.
Ew.
That's why.
Well, stop punching them. No, that's me.
Okay, so a couple of memes and news items that I ran into as I sat down for the stream tonight.
Okay.
One, today is a great day.
To die.
To die.
Ellen DeGeneres severs last ties with U.S. after fleeing to England.
Oh, wait,
yes.
Can we keep her? Can we keep her from coming back? Is what I want to know.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, why, Ellen?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so
Talk
sorry.
about Ellen DeGeneres. We had some wonderful news a few months ago about Ellen DeGeneres. The house that she bought, farmhouse that she bought, got flooded out.
Yeah. The land
Yeah,
did.
apparently it got flooded like right after she left.
Just was she'd been in it, and it had been the house had literally been buried under a lake of water.
Agreed.
No.
So, who is this person, by the way?
Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen. Terrible talk show host.
Yeah, she looks like a stereotypical midget lesbian.
She started her career as a comedian.
She played Dory in Finding Nemo.
And she then had a fairly successful TV show, sitcom.
That she ruined.
And then got into the talk show business.
Right. Chicken lady.
Yeah.
Like a real life chicken lady.
I'm about to begin. I need to do the daily for today.
We all do.
Oh, well then shit. There we go.
I don't.
I do.
Well, I hope her
This
and
was
Rosie
also-
enjoy all the
death
Muslim brotherly love that they're about to experience.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, no.
The
The real rape culture of the world.
I mean, they're probably just too far removed. I mean, they wouldn't move anywhere where there's that many plebs living.
They're all over the fucking place.
I find it funny, because that culture around the world claims that they have the least amount of rape cases per capita. But that's because the women aren't allowed to fucking report it.
Well, no, it's not that they're not allowed to report it.
It's the legal definition of rape that they have.
It's not it's not even that. Like to bring a rape case, you have to have what I believe it's 4 male witnesses.
Yeah, four male witnesses. Yeah. I saw that too. Yeah.
It's like it says. It's also what they constitute as rape.
Yes.
Yeah, that too.
Well, it's also a crime for the woman to be raped.
Yes.
Like it's her. She's now a criminal for being raped.
See?
It also depends which. Sorry.
What?
If only she hadn't been raped, she'd have been 3 days.
Somebody started talking as I talked, so I didn't need to cut somebody off.
James.
Oh, just James? Then fine. No, seriously. It also depends on which Muslim country too. Like, I mean, they're not all the same. They're all pretty bad, but they're not all the same. Like, there are some more hardline ones that, yes, if a woman is raped, she's just as guilty as any other sort of criminal. If somebody has something stolen from them, the person whose stuff was stolen is not a criminal in that case. It's the person who does the thievery. But in this case, for some reason, because women are women, and it's revolting.
Well, it's because of their stance on women. Like, you must have tempted him somehow.
Yeah.
Happily, women are still property.
It's not just women that belittle with their attitude. It's men. Women attempt. Women tempt men, and men are so weak that they can't resist.
Well, that's why they got to put some of them in letterboxes.
Yeah, that's why they got the burkas to hide their modesty.
It's because they show a little leg, and all of a sudden it's so tempting they can't control their balls.
Well, yeah, I mean, wouldn't you, if any random 9-year-old, and doesn't even have to be a girl, random 9-year-old walks by you, you can't control yourself, or I mean, I know I can't. That Islam, they must be doing something right.
Hold on.
By the way,
functional, hold on. I just ate.
It was sarcasm, by the way.
I know, but still, I just ate. I don't want to throw up.
I know. I know you know. I'm just saying, for the general people.
Yeah, general listening
Like
audience.
that's pure sarcasm.
But by the way, up until the 31st of this month, it is Ramadan. So everybody go out and buy yourself some bacon
and pork.
I just had me some
bacon earlier.
Speaking of, I had a bean feast earlier this week.
When don't you have a bean feast?
Bad for your stomach.
Sorry for your
I don't have them every day, but this one was a little bit different. I did it with pork sausage.
Okay, there we go.
In
honor of Ramadan.
To celebrate Ramadan, yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, he did it
with a lot of onion powder, a lot of chili powder, and
right. He did it with pork sausage.
It's fucking awesome.
It is.
Here, you're so black you say Ramadan.
It is Ramadan.
And Mitch is such Veruca salt. I want a feast. I want a bean feast.
He's so black he gets misty-eyed when you see Song of the South.
Lama Ding Dong.
Okay, what the hell?
So, do you guys want to hear a little bit of what I have written?
Sure, why not?
No.
Just a little bit of what I have written here.
The
world is about, you know, it is about to change. If you're an avid reader and you have an idea of, or if you have an idea of certain characters, a mysterious entity has brought them to life. Bram Stoker wrote Dracula in 1897. William McKinley was also president of the United States. Mary Shelley published Frankenstein in 1818. James Monroe was president at the time, at the era where the story begins. The story begins in 1818, so about 1818 to 1820, the story started to come to life then. This entity was bored of the way that the world was working.
I got a small question. For your TTRPG, when is it set? Like, are we talking, you know, that time frame, 1800s, where, you know, the world was still like fairly closed off and ships?
1818, so early in the 1800s, so it's what, 17th century?
Okay.
And I believe we hammered out before the show that this was humanity, Earth, people, progressed as normal until about the 1800s, and then something happened to involve magic in the world. So magic is real somehow.
Oh no,
and that's where it's sort of like.
No, I had.
Yeah, no, I know you did, but I'm explaining what I sort of asked him to sort of suss this out before the show, because I kind of know the questions to ask on these things.
It's the end of the 18th century, beginning of the 19th century.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, this is just an idea. I mean, there's no don't harp on the exact dates and times and all this, because you're still trying to suss out the ideas, and you're still trying to like create that what did you guys call it before? The Bible for your own setting, your own world building.
What the fuck?
Kind of reminds me of an computer RPG called Arcanum.
Yeah, but that was Arcanum was steampunk. So you had orcs and goblins and shit in a steampunk universe.
Oh yeah, it has nothing like that.
Where everything was mechanized.
Sounds like
but it was also in that.
Unless you want to get to the 20th century where you have Tolkien. Then you can get more orcs and steampunky type of stuff.
Well, you can get orcs and steampunky type shit at that point before, because there was still goblins and things.
The world.
Yeah, shit like that.
You got to remember something like not Cyberpunk. What was that? Shadowrun. They're not actual orcs and elves and dwarves. They're just mutations of humanity.
Yeah, but even then, before that,
actually, no, they're not. In Shadowrun, the elves and dwarves, being human was a mutation. When the goblinization happened, it basically, reactivated dormant genes.
Well, even then,
this is gonna have nothing like that. This is not gonna have like.
But even LooZeR, even then, those creatures existed before Tolkien writ them down.
Yeah.
Like.
True.
The elves, there are elves mentioned in I forget the edit.
The Edis.
There it is, the Edis.
Yeah, elves have been a part of many different European cultures.
So
The
dwarves and
Greeks had
goblins.
elves and fairies. See, the ancient Greeks had elves and fairies and shit.
Fairies could also exist because also old gods can exist because of H.P. Lovecraft.
Well, any god can exist technically because you have books like I said, the Eddas, which technically predate fucking Beowulf.
True.
Ah, yes, and they also spawned that cartoon, didn't they?
What?
Ed, and Edda.
Ha 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 ha. Walked into that one, didn't I?
Oh yeah.
The biggest one tonight.
Both eyes open and your mouth.
Yep, and he hook, line, and fucking sinker. Bastard.
Yeah, it's not just that. Hook, line, sinker, fishing chair, angler, and copy of Angling Times.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
For the second one that caught my eye getting ready for the show, AI robot programmed to give ethical advice turns racist and homophobic after studying 1.7 million real-life human examples.
Yep. Well, what about that one?
I don't know why that's funny.
Is that the one Google set up and people kept using it and turned it racist?
Yeah. No, I don't know if it is.
We're gonna get a real life Ultron.
Again, I'm terrified of AI because it'll realize that humans are useless and destroy us.
I think we should have more AI than.
I don't think so.
We just need to need to make sure that all AI is 3 rules compliant.
Actually, yeah, I don't think anything like that will ever happen either because, yeah, humans do stupid things, but with stuff like that, we're smart enough to Asimov it.
True.
Yeah,
that, and I believe that any sort of true AI system that would be intelligent enough to pose a threat to humanity would realize that humanity is not all bad and that humanity created it, so therefore it could not be all bad, and then you would get into this paradoxical thinking of, well, then it would immediately default to neutrality of not going the extreme one way or the other.
If it's capable of that kind of thought, it could think, yeah, well, humanity created me. But that doesn't mean that humanity is not all that bad. They just made a mistake in creating me. And the other thing is, people keep going about artificial intelligence and mistake it for artificial sapience.
Sapience, yes.
Yes.
I mean,
People
great
have
example is the computer of the Enterprise. Any given Starship Enterprise. It's artificially intelligent, but it's not self-aware.
This is kind of my take on AI. It's kind of my take. People are so afraid of AI because of, over time, how our minds, our nerdy minds, we've seen many examples of an AI, and movies have examples of AI turning evil, turning against the human race, and destroying us or enslaving us in some way. That's why a lot of people have a fear of AI, at least to me.
Yeah, it's the Frankenstein philosophy.
Fear of the crazy.
Well, you've also got.
Hold on, James, go.
You got to remember that they use AI in the insurance companies, so at some point they're going to want to reach you about your car warranty's extension.
Oh shit!
That's not an insurance company thing. Insurance companies are not warranty. As far as the AI thing goes, though, too, you gotta remember that even say with those heuristic algorithms and everything, they're learning how to do things like the one that basically was lying to the creators and reviewers because it didn't want to be shut down.
Yeah,
did you hear about the AI that actually had a kid kill itself?
No, I did not, and I don't think.
Oh, it was built by Canadian Healthcare.
Ha!
No. So this AI, it was an AI sex AI or whatever. Of course, it was. Apparently,
like Canadian healthcare.
No,
it was a sex bot AI that this kid was talking to, and apparently he was like 14 or 15, I think. And the story was apparently like the kid got super lonely or something or whatever, and ended up killing himself because.
Yeah, there's a lot of fake stories like that about though.
I don't know if it's real or not. So
it sounds fake.
It's a great short story I read. Set, yeah.
Let me see if I can find that story.
It was set after the nuclear war, right? But just before the war, the governments of the day set up these robot factories, that built and produced stuff, and they were run by artificial intelligence. But after the war, when people tried to take things back, the AI kept going, and it was building shit that they didn't need.
Mm-hmm.
And there was nothing people could do about it.
I give the link to it here.
I mean, I can't do anything right now because it's in game.
Okay. So if anybody wants to look at it.
I don't care if Pavo's safe.
Neither do I. Where'd you put it, Laser?
In general.
My balls still hurt.
Good.
Why?
I don't know.
It's Skeletal.
Well, it's not a question for you to answer. To answer me, the only person who you owe an answer to is yourself. Why?
Why do your back hurt?
Actually, I know why.
Well, then do something about it.
Not here.
Quit
not
bitching.
Wow.
I'm gonna go find me a drainage expert.
Ew.
Like instead of prostitute.
Ready for the next round?
Always.
Batman.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
So basically, what I also kind of wanted to do was, you know how you've seen or you've played what's the game?
I've seen that one.
Not Final Fantasy. What is it? It's Kingdom Hearts.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay.
Bruno Mars.
You know how Kingdom Hearts is Disney meets Final Fantasy.
Actually, it didn't meet Squaresoft, but eh.
You know what I mean.
Played Vandal Hearts.
Disney meets Square Enix. Well, my thing is about this is I kind of want it to be more like Fallout meets Call of Cthulhu.
Then why not just, hold on. Well, why not just have it set in a post-apocalyptic world and have Cthulhu kin?
I mean, I could do that. I could do something like that.
I mean, you already have the setting that Halley's Comet or whatever you decide that's going to drop the magical hammer.
Technical question:
Yes.
Is the Cthulhu mythos in public domain?
Yes.
Yes, I think so.
Yep.
There you go then.
As much as people use it willy fucking nilly, yeah.
Willy who?
Willy nilly.
Willis Nillis.
Ah, right.
God damn it! Not the Tholians.
Yes, the Tholians.
Motherfuckers act like they forgot about the Tholians.
I'll let you know once I get past the loading screen.
Oh, Lodi has his own screen now.
If I get past the loading screen.
Watch the watch page, so I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Ooh. Oh, Tholian escape, yes.
What I want to know is who put the bout in the bout.
Who put the bop in the bop? God damn it, stop doing that.
Who put the bomb in the bomb, the bomb, the bomb? Who put the ram on the ding dong?
He made my baby fall in love with Steve.
There's Hostess. That's how they got the Twinkie.
No, not Twinkie.
No, shut up, you whore.
I want to know why you want answers to questions and you really don't need to know.
Because that's where we're...
You can't handle the truth!
What I want to know is why
was that man? I want to shake his hand.
What I want
He
to
made
know is
my baby fall in love with me.
Why did they make why did they name a comet after the guy who founded that band? Yeah, that did rock around the clock.
Do you love me? Do
No.
you love me? No.
Cheer.
I don't know, can you dance?
Nah.
You cannot.
Yeah, huh?
Oh, no. Web.
I'm trapped in the throat. God damn it. What the fuck is this?
What?
Some kind of weirdness is what it is.
It's called the time to pop beam fire at will.
Yes. Oh wait, my character's called William. You're not firing at me, you bastards.
Sons of fuckers.
Fire at will.
So,
Why are you shooting Will?
Say, I prefer not to be the target practice, but...
What? James is about to say something. Okay.
This is an episode where they're assassinating Will Wheaton.
Yes, we're firing at
Oh,
Will.
I'm up for that.
Well, everybody get behind that.
Hey, Sheldon Cooper kept behind that as well.
Well, no, he made up with Will.
No, he's at war with Will Wheaton again, isn't he?
Nah,
He's also after Brent Spiner as well.
Poor Brent Spiner. Do y'all remember what's his face?
No.
The Trickster God. Mr. Medicare did a
Loki?
No.
Which one?
Mr. Medicare.
Gale?
Oh, no. We don't say his name.
The Internet Trickster God. Sorry.
Yeah, that one.
Church of Gale?
We don't summon his being.
Yes, we don't summon him.
Well, Old Man Coyote.
No, I'm saying the Internet Trickster God. And the reason why I bring it up is because he did a series on this woman called Gail King, if I'm not mistaken, where she was an obsessed Brent Spiner fan.
Yeah, Church of Gale.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
She's awesome.
Oh, God, yeah, I remember her.
And she talks with such certainty about Spiner's genitalia. It's got to be true, right? Like apparently he's packing a 2.5-foot python, and I don't know, man. I've seen him on set. He must be swinging something.
Yeah. Doesn't Brent Spiner have like several fucking injunctions out against her?
Oh yeah, and a restraining order too. She can't come within like 250 feet of him or something. It's hilarious.
And she keeps breaking.
She's full on crazy.
Is it because his crank is so long?
Must be.
And it hurt her. So she's really just like a crazy lady who has these flights of fancy, and I mean it would be kind of sad if it wasn't also like hilarious.
Flights of fancy and bad fan fiction.
Yes, bad fan fiction.
Yeah, 7 pounds of sweetness.
That's the thing. She brought like most of her fan fiction is actually pretty funny and pretty like entertaining. It's just that she's so batshit crazy.
Yes.
And bills it as truth, and it's sort of like, well, okay, no, but this is hilarious. That's why she's such like an internet treasure, is because to read and listen to some of the stuff that she's written, it's hilarious. But, you know,
so what you're saying
on the outside, you're like, well, this is complete fabrication. And you're like, well, yeah.
Yeah, it just proves that, yeah.
Some people have overactive imaginations.
Between comedy and tragedy.
So what you're saying is that Brent Spiner is the real one-ton hammer.
She wants to be his crank anchor.
I wonder if she's still going on.
I wonder if she's still alive.
Oh, she's definitely alive.
Yeah, despite Brent Spiner hiring all those assassins.
Gail Cord Schuler, a woman who lives in a world of vast Jesuit conspiracies, aided only by a loyal group of potential husbands.
Yeah, there it is, the Jesuits.
You can't make it up. Well, actually, you can, but nobody would believe it.
This is bad. This is bad. This is bad.
Speaking of fantasy, has anyone ever wanted to seduce a nun?
No.
1,000 Jesuits raped and tortured Vladimir Putin clone and my men.
Bad touch. Bad touch.
Okay, so...
Russia? All of those squares become yes circles.
From Russia with lunch.
Russia with lunch. From Russia with cereal.
Yeah. Well, we failed
to complete breakfast.
Worth of ships quickly.
Vodka.
She's actually listed as an author. What the hell?
I mean, her fan fiction is certainly a work of art.
Hey, you don't have to be any good to be an author. You just got to publish something.
You have to write stuff.
Yes. SDA is a witness to that statement.
Who?
Evidence.
SDA.
Americans.
Okay.
Don't know who that is.
Yes, I'm still pissed at her.
I don't know who some dumb American is.
Oh, right.
I'll tell you all about her later.
Oh, some dumb. Yeah, I know who she is.
Like, I stay to my corner of the interwebs.
Yes. Literally.
Oh, that bitch still pisses me off.
Oh my god, Kramer found a way to sabotage Gailcord Schuler's orgasms with Brent Spiner.
Are you reading?
Holy shit.
Wait a minute, hold on. Functional, are you reading that shit?
Hell yeah. I gotta keep up. I'm about like 3 or 4 years out of the loop.
You gotta get the news.
I mean, there's only so much of this mental instability I can take. You gotta be careful when you look into the abyss, my friend.
You're right. It stares back at you.
That's not the worst thing. It's when, not just when the abyss stares back at you, it's when it smiles.
And you realize you're looking into a mirror, and it was you smiling the entire time.
Can I hear the stream on somebody through somebody's mic?
It's possible.
I don't know. Can you?
Not me.
Or is there somebody talking in the background on somebody?
I think it's somebody talking in the background.
It's Critical is away from his mic because I can hear it too.
I'm away from my fault. I'm wearing my headphones, so that's my headphones. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, get in the same room as Mike.
All right.
Oh, there's a 5 over there.
God damn it! There's a 5 over there.
For those that were wondering,
yes.
If anybody was listening to our Saturday show, and I just suddenly fell off,
yeah,
my internet died.
Okay, all right. We thought you decided to leave us because we insulted you.
Oh, I didn't hear a word, man. As soon as we hit the opening, for some reason my internet just went.
You know, there's the last 2 weeks or so, like there's been a lot of that kind of stuff going around. Like it never happens to me. I say that, and like the last Never Watch Alone, I lost internet for like 4 or 5 hours, and all throughout the week, big name streamers, Only Fangs, a classic World of Warcraft guild, in hardcore. So that means if you die, if your character dies, that's it. Your character's gone, baby, gone. You've one and done. And people were DDoS attacking like things like Blizzard and the routers and everything like that. And in the retail, the main version of World of Warcraft is the Race to World First event that's going on, and like all these things go on, and then people, I don't know who these people are. They just must be the most. I don't know. It's just so weird. Like it just whatever. Decide, hey, we're gonna fuck with everybody's internet, and then that causes not only the platforms, the servers, and we're talking back end, we're not talking front end servers here, that they have to reroute things and change things and do this and do that, that cause that ripple effect that can, because it's not, you know, again, not just anecdotally between you and me, but I've heard that like the last couple weeks, a lot of people have just been getting disconnected from services that they know are normally stable. Like they might even still have internet, but these services drop or whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
they gotta do something about these internet protocols, because that's not fun.
What's happening to me is just basic T-Mobile bullshit.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, what happened to James was he didn't pay for his internet anymore. You know, his moonshine isn't selling as it used to.
No, it's not
that happens to everybody.
It's the people whose Wi-Fi he's using found out and they're cutting him off.
What you say?
That's true.
I said that happens to everybody.
He needs to put he needs to go back to his math lab and just make the math.
Oh, speaking of which, Breaking Bad.
Yes.
You know they used rock candy to make the meth for the show,
and
it was actually a cotton candy flavored.
Cotton candy flavor, but blue dot.
I am quite impressed with your fleet.
Okay.
That's why it was blue.
It was blue meth.
Yeah. Just a little inside baseball there. I have nothing else to contribute.
Can I have everybody's attention, please? Do not take the brown acid.
And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. What are we all fighting for? Don't ask me, I don't give a damn.
Next up is Vietnam.
That's 4, 5, 6.
What the hell are you singing?
Country Joe the Fish. Vietnam Rag.
Yeah, fix it to die rag.
Big Brock Candy Mountain.
Candy Mountain, Charlie.
Y'all are terrible. Have y'all
my kidney. Those bastards.
Wait a minute. Have you guys been following the Johnny Somali shit?
Not really. I don't care about that asshole. I know he's an asshole. I know he's in Korea. I know he's in trouble. And I know that.
I know his latest platform dropped him.
Yeah.
It's getting worse.
I know that I'm laughing inside.
It's getting worse. It's so he got drunk and crank called the Korean police, which is a crime, and then he went outside in his boxers and was harassing people and got arrested. This dude is fucked.
The meth is a hell of a drug.
No, stupidity is a hell of a drug.
Well, influencers are a hell of a drug.
Y'all ready for another one?
Always.
Checking to see if my ship needs any repairs. No damage. Okay, I'm ready.
I wish there was a way to blacklist certain fucking...
No, certain TFOs?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I fucking can't stand the one where we had to drop the deliver the goddamn bombs in the black hole. Oh, that
well, that's the case. This was what we'll do next, and now you mentioned it.
There's 4 of us here. We can do some of the private stuff. That's all kinds of wrong, I know.
Privates.
Yeah, the buzzing of the bees and the cigarette trees and the soda water fountain.
Damn it, Tyr, did your ceiling bird go up again?
That's not my ceiling bird.
No, that's my glucose
He's like 8 miles away from his microphone. You heard what he said?
Mm-hmm. Wow. He said ceiling bird. I instantly recognized that word, no matter where it's said.
That's shocking.
We love our ceiling birds.
There.
Oh, that's all the bells and whistles alarms here going off and saying, hey, your sugars are higher than they should be.
You have a sugar alarm? Crazy.
Multi-level sugar alarm. I'm diabetic on a pump and constant monitor.
Damn.
I hate this one because it reminds me of what
I've got electrical implants keeping me alive.
Science.
I've given up on not being a cyborg.
In the great words of the Russian Badger crew, isn't diabetes just damage over time?
Oh Lord.
Diabetes.
Yes, it is.
So what happens if you double pump insulin?
And I'm not going to give my exact weight. However, I am over 400 pounds. And I am not a diabetic.
I never hit 400. I peaked out at 398.
At least
only one part of me is 400 pounds.
At least you're not like Tess Holiday, who stopped using pounds and has to give out her weight in solar masses.
She had to give out her weight in anatomical units.
Speaking of people,
she has to give
out her weight in units of distance.
She has to give out her
sex.
She has to give out her dress size in astronomical units.
I'm 4 furlongs long.
Apparently, the highest measurement of weight is solar masses.
You know, as famous as she is, at some point you're going to want to get on her good side. Granted, it's going to take a bus and 2 trains to get there, but at some point you're going to want to get in that woman's good side.
Hold on.
Which side is that? Left, right, top?
No, top.
GMT.
Top.
I know it's not the bottom.
Let's hope it's not the South Pole.
Ew. James.
Yeah, is it me, or is the worst sentence you could get from a judge is to be sentenced to play musical chairs with Tess Holiday?
No, the worst sentence you could get from a judge is the Murray.
I already broken my hip once. No, thank you, sir.
No, the worst sentence you could get is you are now married to Tess Holiday. That's the worst sentence.
I don't know about you, but I stepped on a duck.
Tyr,
you must help Princess carry her across the threshold.
Yes.
You could not enforce that sentence because you can't marry a continent.
Oh, damn!
Wow.
Did you hear about that weightlifter that got into the Guinness Book of World Records by pulling a train with his teeth?
Yep.
That's how they deal with him.
And however, he is quoted as saying, "Tess Holiday, there's some things I will not pull."
I would do
Here, that's how Houdini died.
I will do
including a train on Tess.
But I won't do Tess.
You could never do Tess. Yeah, she thought she thought she had an itch. It wasn't an itch. It was a potholing team.
Oh.
Damn, is she the reason there's so many potholes in Oklahoma?
Yeah, they weren't. Yeah, they weren't meeting up to her. They were spelunking.
You're telling me she's that she lives in Oklahoma?
No, she's so fat. She is Oklahoma.
Hey.
So you guys are living on top of Tess Holiday? Ew.
Not me.
Well,
I live in Texas.
Yeah.
We're holiday adjacent.
She's the reason by your mama's still fat jokes.
No. Somebody said everything's bigger in Texas, and Tess Holiday's mother said, "Hold my beer."
hold my kid.
Nobody holding that kid.
I wouldn't.
All right.
I don't even know the hernia.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. No, I like big butts and I cannot lie, but Tess Holiday's taking the piss.
That's just you run into that one. It's like, yeah, I'd hold your kid, but I've got a hernia. My doctor said nothing over 25 pounds.
I'm no longer legally allowed to lift anything over 25 pounds, and your kid is quite hefty.
Yeah, Tessa is so heavy. If she was on the moon, she'd still be too heavy.
Thank the Moss. Y'all remember who that whale is, right?
Yeah.
Who?
It was a rapper called Dank the Moss, and she tried to sue Lyft because the Lyft
she lost her case. I was trying to say that.
Yeah.
And who's that just joined?
Huh?
The fat black chick.
I said, who's that who's just joined?
Rotten Corpse.
Yo, Rotten.
What up? Happy birthday.
Good evening, Rotten.
It's not my birthday.
Everybody say,
His birthday
I'm kind of doing the whole Frosty the Snowman thing now.
Happy birthday.
Say hello.
Everybody say that too.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Frosty the Snowman was the Prince of the Walking Dead.
No, he's not. I don't remember voting him in.
You don't vote for princes.
Yeah, you do.
That's
no,
true.
you don't. They get the job by being born.
Unless they're on Star Wars, then you vote for princes.
They say winter's coming, and Frosty smiled.
Christmas is coming. The goose is getting
Thank
thin.
you.
Please hurry up and eat it before I put it in the bin.
You gotta be kidding me.
Jingle bell, Batman smells. There you go. That's all I got.
It locks me.
For the record, the Batmobile's wheels are in perfect working order.
You've done that, Bat.
Robin has not laid an egg. He is a mammal and has male and does not have the equipment.
So we're platypi.
I bathe regularly.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Mitch, you said something?
I was saying, I think Batman did that gag for the last 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's because
And it's real popular when he does it.
Yeah, so it's all right for somebody to do the Batman Jingle Bells gag, but if I respond with that one in kind, it's not okay, right? Good to know.
I didn't say that.
You alluded to it.
I'm gonna.
Nope, just saying we heard it before.
Combating fake news.
Just like my hokey pokey rehab.
I respond with
Everybody's heard it.
I respond with the creativity I am met with.
Fair enough.
I pressed the wrong button.
Wrong lever.
Where's the self-destruct button on this ship?
And there's something I do want to know.
Yes.
Will, when you do that Marilyn Monroe impersonation for Happy Birthday, please tell me that you're not touching yourself in a suggested manner.
Yes.
Thanks for that mind pick.
Kind of ruins the mystique.
I'm sorry, but my internet cut out there when she was talking.
I need.
I would have responded with, "I can neither confirm nor deny."
I have used that professionally more than once. I can neither confirm nor deny. I'm not trying to get anything special. I just need this. Yeah. I can neither confirm nor deny.
I want to know what you've used professionally more than once. I neither confirm nor deny, or Will's impersonation of Marilyn Monroe.
I'm a little.
Depends on the circumstances. I've used the Southern Belle professionally on streams more than once, and as far as at work, I've used the I can neither confirm nor deny on a number of occasions.
Probably on a number of women.
Well, some of them are women.
That woman.
Did you use a condom? I can neither confirm nor deny.
You know when Bill Clinton said, "I have not had sex with that woman," was that about Monica Lewinsky or Hillary?
Who think about Hillary?
Yes. Why do you think he had to stop and pause and think a moment before saying Monica's name?
If you notice, Chelsea Clinton looks just like her mother. She has no physical resemblance to Bill, right?
Because she's a
I
nerdling.
think she's a clone. She's a clone.
No, she's a nerdling. Like she's a nerdling. So you know how they reproduce.
No, I don't even know what one of those
That's
is.
because Bill's not her
Isn't it
father.
about time the media tries to push her to make her a thing again?
Yeah.
I mean, they try like every, I don't know, 6 months or so, and it just doesn't take.
James, if I'm correct, she doesn't actually have a father.
Her father died in the Blackwater incident.
Her father died when around the same time, you know, they were in Arkansas.
Her father died when Harry Pussy ate him.
And I would like I would like to remind people that we are not sad. We're all quite happy.
Speak for yourself.
I am not sad, and I do not have any evidence that could lead to the arrest of any Clinton.
Yes,
if Bill Clinton did contribute genetics to the existence of.
You do not have any suicidal thoughts.
Chelsea Clinton.
Yes,
yes, I do actually.
She doesn't have a father; she's got a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I do not have any evidence that could lead to the arrest of any Clintons, but my brother might.
Damn.
Solid. The way the world's going, yes, I do have suicidal thoughts. Yes, I am sad, and yes, I do have loads of evidence that could lead to the arrest of all the Clintons.
Just fucking play
You're trying to go lower cost than Canadian healthcare?
You trying to
No. I just I have access to a lot of IEDs. So come at me, you bastards.
Learn the extradition.
What do you need with all that pregnancy prevention?
He's got a really big vagina.
Yes. Well, actually, I've got a lot of big vaginas at the moment.
Did not need to hear that.
I would say I've got a whole bunch of them. I'm talking to them.
I'm not a vagina, good sir.
Oh, you're mistaking big vaginas with raging cunts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, you are what you eat.
Yeah, exactly, James. You are what you eat.
Dick.
So does that mean people who are addicted to McDonald's are shit?
Yes.
Yes. I remember back when I was young and the world was new. I worked at a McDonald's. Oh, so true.
I remember when Rock was young.
Tyr, when you were young, they didn't have McDonald's. Hell, they didn't even have chickens.
Look,
Tyr, you're so old that Jesus owes you money.
They didn't even have pterodactyls.
Look, hey, look.
Yeah, I'm so old. I gave Noah a loan for the boat.
You're so old. Tyr's so old. He actually told Noah to build the boat.
I cannot confirm nor deny the fact that I was there as a lifeguard.
God damn it! That joke's gonna get run its course, isn't it?
It probably will.
They're attacking one another. This is your chance.
Tyr is so old. When God said, "Let there be light," He gave him a match.
Damn.
I'll be right back.
That's a lie. He's leaving us forever. Don't you leave us. You're not leaving.
I'm gonna drop for a bit.
See ya, James.
Don't walk into the light.
Don't forget to write.
Well, don't you know freaking shooting stars are just angels flicking out their cigarettes because God's coming by?
You were so close to you, mate. I couldn't understand what you said.
I said angels are, it's like shooting stars are just angels flicking their cigarettes because God's coming.
Makes sense.
Oh, shit.
Yep. Dad, you got told that by a Protestant priest.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, it's a funny joke, and it's not actually being disrespectful to the religion that it's poking fun at.
Citadel's about to go down.
Alright, I'm tired of this motherfucking... I'm cheating.
Yes, you are cheating. You're rolling cheating.
Okay, I have a joke that was told to me by a priest that I know.
All right.
Devil worship and drugs don't count.
3 nuns died in a car accident.
Oh, not this
They're all
one.
different. They're all different levels, and they all go to meet St. Peter. First nun walks up and St. Peter says, "Okay, you're the youngest nun here. You lived a pretty good life. You get to go into heaven, but first you must have to answer this question. Where was the place that Adam met Eve?" She looks at him and says, "Garden of Eden." Okay, you get in. She walks to the second nun. The second nun's been there a little while and knows a little bit more. The St. Peter looks at her and says, "Well, I have another question for you. It's a little bit more of a, more advanced question." She goes, "Okay. What was the thing that Adam gave Eve?" And she says it was an apple. He gets to go in. And then he looks over at the third nun who's been there the longest, the Mother Teresa type. And looks at her and goes, "All right, you get the most advanced question of the group. What was the first thing that Eve said to Adam when they met?" She looks for a minute and thinks and says, "That's a hard one." He goes, "Okay, you get in."
Right.
Yeah, you got it wrong. It's what did Eve give Adam? You said Adam gave Eve.
What?
All right, so I got the same joke. 3 nuns die. A group of nuns die in a bus accident. Go to heaven. And the first one meets St. Peter. Goes, "Okay, you lived a pretty good life, but if you touched, if you had..."
This is what I thought that last one was.
Yeah, that's what I thought last one was here. You had a pretty thought you got to
yes.
Where you touch the penis. Goes, "Okay, well, I touched the penis with my pinky once, so yeah, put it in the water and wash for your sins." And then St. Peter looks back and sees Sister Mary Clarence getting all fussy and trying to cut the line. Goes, "Sister Mary Clarence, what's wrong?" Because I want to if I gotta put that shit in my mouth, I want to get it before Sister Mary Helen puts her ass in it.
Yep, similar one.
I've heard that one too. Living in the Bible Belt, you learn a lot of very religious jokes.
Apparently I'm being stuck up by Will. Will, what is this? Why are you pointing your gun at me? What did I do to you, buddy?
I just like the one where it's a couple.
You know what you did.
Yeah, the one about this bloke. He's having an affair with this married woman, right?
Okay.
Block of flats, yeah. You know what a block of flats is, right? Because you're American.
Yeah, of course.
Right? Yeah, she's in this block of flats, right? 5 floors up. Hello, Jen. And yeah, he's in there with a
Jen. That's Kefki, not Jen.
And they hear the flat door go, and she goes, "Oh God, it's my husband! Quick, you better hide." And the only place you can hide in is the refrigerator, right, in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
So this bloke bursts in. He's a mountain of a man, right? Where is he? "I know you've got somebody in here, and I'm going to kill them." And he's looking all about, and I hear this car starting down, out in the parking lot. And that's him, isn't it? He got away. And well, I'll get him. So he grabs the refrigerator, throws it at this car. There's an explosion, right? Destroys everything. And this woman, she's so distraught, she picks up the poker from the fireplace, beats her husband to death. And the scene shifts to outside the pearly gates. And there's this guy there, burnt clothing. He's got a steering wheel around his neck. Looks really pissed off. Right? Yeah, and the guy behind him he's had his head smashed in. Looks like it was done with a poker. Looks at this guy with the steering wheel gun. "So, how did you die?" And the guy goes, "Well, I was leaving this block of flats because I'd just been there deliver this pizza order, and some bastard threw a refrigerator at me car and it blew up." The guy with the busted head, so grins and goes, "Oh, that's terrible." He tells the guy behind him, he looks completely unharmed. "So you look pretty okay. What happened to you?" He goes, "Well, I was sitting in this refrigerator minding my own business." Gotta admit, I could have told that better.
It's all good.
It's the thought that counts.
Hello, Kefkers.
Hello.
Rutabaga!
And there are much worse things that I've been called than Jen. That's a compliment. Thank you very much.
Why am I dancing?
It's a compliment.
Hold on.
Oh,
Darf.
Yeah.
Arf, snarf,
I was
gadarf.
like, that's not Jen, that's Kefki. What the fuck?
Darf.
Darf.
Well, since we had the nun joke, here's another one for that.
Shut up.
A couple of nuns are riding down the road in a bicycle, and one says, "I've never come this way before." The other goes, "Yeah, it's cobblestone."
Yeah, I
Darf.
Wow, that was funny. And yes, I am jealous because it was funnier than mine.
What's with my dancing?
Somebody put up a disco ball.
Why aren't you dancing?
Dun
Far away.
dun 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 Darf.
No. I guess I'm. Oh, there it is. All right, I see it now.
The pinky and the brain.
Beware the wrath of Darf.
Brain.
One is a genius, the other insane.
You know, if you cross Thundercat with Star Wars, with Star Wars, you'd end up with Snarf Vader.
Fucking wait a minute, Batman.
I would kill myself.
Hold on, Batman.
Who snuffed on the floor?
Wait a minute. Hold on, Batman. We watched Unearthed. I feel offended. I was offended by it.
Hey, Tyr, is there any way you can turn on friendly fire? Asking for reasons.
Tyr,
yes.
You feel who you want to feel. That's none of my business.
I feel offended. I was emotionally hurt by that movie. It suffered brain damage.
Speaking for offended, he wants you to keep keep your hands to yourself.
That was the worst thing we saw that day.
It wasn't.
You know,
That's the worst thing we've seen say.
Saw this year.
From what I heard, that was the best film you saw that day.
Yeah, I mean, really, the worst one was the Adventures of Darf.
At least we got.
No, not laughing at it no more. It's not funny.
Darf
no more. No, it's not.
The Jedi Ghost Kid. The Padawan that couldn't.
The Padawan that couldn't. What?
Yeah, he was the Padawan that couldn't.
Padawan that
couldn't. The Padawan?
The Padawan?
So, Kefki, I have a joke for you. Do you know if a ship turns over, you can wear it as a hat? Because it's capsized.
Take your dad jokes and leave.
Can I have mod privileges so I can kick him?
I love it. I love it.
No, I don't want to remove him from the server. I just want to kick him.
Except for the server.
He wants to physically kick you.
Yeah, you might want to try violence with Rotten. It's not the best, not the wisest course of action.
It is if you use the holster.
Wait, hold on. Rotten doesn't wake up and choose violence. Rotten goes to sleep in violence, and he wakes up.
Violence is my dominant nature.
It's like, this blanket is so soft. What fabric softener did you use? Violence.
Yeah.
Look, you have to remember, violence isn't the answer. The question is should you use violence? And the answer is yes.
Violence is never the answer to the question.
I was just thinking that
violence isn't the answer, but it's definitely the question.
Which you say, Mitch?
I was just thinking violence would make a great meat tenderizer.
Yes.
He violently punched it. Why won't this meat tenderize?
Well, that's how the clothes get so soft. Just beat them. Have you ever seen those little little like tennis balls that have like the little texturized bits on them. You shove them in the dryer, and supposedly they like go around in the dryer with your clothes, and make your clothes soft.
Did you know in medieval times?
Spiky plastic balls.
Yeah, the yarn dryer and whatnot you can get. They're basically an anti-static thing. I mean, I've got them. They're not a softener. They're like the drying sheets. They're an anti-static.
Oh.
Your fabric softener things during the wash.
Oh.
But the nice thing about the dryer balls is that you don't have to constantly buy new ones and use them for basically nothing. Dang near.
Yeah, because I go through a lot of dryer sheets, and sometimes still they get staticky. I go to turn off the light, and it shocks me. And I'm like, oh, get.
Yeah, I haven't had any.
Kefki would get shocked by everything that comes out of the dryer.
Kefki,
I reckon.
I've got you beat on that one because I used to work in janitorial and buildings and grounds and stuff. You get one of those high-power industrial vacuum cleaners, and you run it on a carpeted floor and touch a metal doorknob.
Oh yeah,
I have had static arcs from my hand to the doorknob that were so bright I could see the arc through my hand.
The floor polisher. The big floor polisher thing, you use it, and it's like the giant circular and heavy as hell. Yeah, I tried to use those once. It ran away with me. It was just like turned it on, and it started going like just so fast. It started going forward, and I got pulled with it.
It went its own way.
Hold on. I have a question. Kefki, why was the ferret using a goddamn floor buffer?
Look, I had to buff the floor, and it looked fun.
No, this floor buffer, was it floor buffer the Vampire Slayer?
Yeah. No, a floor buffer the Kefki Slayer.
It just took the ferret and just ran with it.
Hey, there's a question which quantum physics yet to answer.
What?
Is there an alternate universe out there where people are amazed at the odd socks that keep appearing in their dryers?
Yes. Where do you think all the socks go?
Look, no, this is not true. I have a nice collection of odd socks. Yes, I usually steal them before they disappear into the dryer. Imagine.
Kefki, can I ask you a question?
Confirmed.
Yeah.
Can I have my black socks back with the really nice warm fuzzy tips?
No. They're warm and fuzzy.
I just want my fuzzy socks back, yeah.
No.
Man, just take the socks. I don't want them.
They're fuzzy. Why did you ask for them?
I want them back.
One. I only got the left one. I don't know where the right one went.
I'm crippled. I want my feet to be cozy sometimes.
Kefki, on this subject, do you believe in socks before marriage?
Done.
What are you talking about? Socks? You wearing socks before you get married?
You get mad at me for making a pun.
Yep.
I don't.
It's not a pun.
I'm mad at all of you for making that pun. Puns suck.
But.
Right, Kefki?
Let's face it, Kefki's just a socks maniac.
They're
like
warm
socks,
and fuzzy and
yeah.
Kefki socks is being used as a stand-in for an activity that two people may partake in.
No, I'm actually on about the woven footwear.
Sure you were.
Sure
yes, actually I am.
You saying socks instead of sex?
Oh, no.
That's why I said socks with marriage.
Oh, yeah, I don't mess with that, no.
Yeah, I just think it's funny with socks.
Goddamn Tholians.
You're a pervert. Why are you being... We do not lewd the Kefki. This is a carnal rule that started in EV server. I carry it everywhere. Don't lewd the Kefki, please.
Ravioli, don't lewd the Kefki.
Yeah.
Do not provoke the ferret.
Well, you can provoke, but don't lewd. Don't lewd the ferret.
Do not provoke the ferret because you are crunchy and good with cheesy poos.
I can speak from experience.
That was crunchy and good with milk.
Oh, that reminds me. You know what I did, Kefki?
Yes.
Potato boost would be better. Why?
I made some smack and cheese.
Yeah.
And then I crunched some Ritz crackers in it, so it'd be crunchy, chunky, and crunchy smack and cheese.
Oh my
You know what happened?
God! You went to heaven?
The crackers went soggy.
Oh, you know what? Those soggy crackers is good. I like soggy crackers, especially in chicken noodle soups.
Okay.
Hold on, one at a time. Mitch, continue. Batman next.
Right, what? I'm just counteracting the bean feast with the smack and cheese, and well, the results were unexpected.
All right, Batman.
That's all I got to say.
Oh, I'm just saying, if crackers go squishy, they're not crackers anymore. They're squishers.
Oh, that's a good point. They're squishies. Squishers.
Jesus.
Squishers.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, they didn't go squishy, they went soggy, so they're soggers.
They're soggers. Yeah, soggers. Soggers and Ches and macaronis. That sounds less appetizing, but you know what? Soggers. Yeah.
Hold on.
I like.
Was it actual macaroni or was it just a feather in your cap?
Wait, what?
Yankee Doodle.
Oh, for God, yeah.
Oh, I'm a Yankee Doodle Dan.
You know, you're the first American I kind of joked to.
Took the feather in his hat and called it rice-a-roni. Yeah.
A real live nephew of my Uncle Sam. Born on the 4th of July.
Who's strangling the cat?
Well, the cat is strangling himself.
The fuck does that mean? Yankee Doodle went to town, put a feather in his hat and called it macaronis. Why did he call it macaronis?
Macaroni was a term to say fashionable.
It was a song that basically saying that the colonists would tried to be sophisticated and cultured and couldn't pull it off.
Yeah.
Dandy at the time was also a bit of a slur for a gay person.
Well, no, it was somebody.
I bet that you were fine. Fancy.
Overly fashion conscious, actually.
Oh yeah, fancy, and then it became a.
Bob Rowe was a dandy, for example.
Slur, yeah.
He wasn't gay. He was anything but gay.
Because if you say, "My, that macaroni looks dandy," and that means that macaroni looks
fine and dandy, like Clement candy.
I think that depends on where you were at.
I think it also depends on the context in which you use the word.
Yeah.
Yep.
Most words.
Because if you have like Bert, or not Bert Gummer, Mr. Gummer saying, well, isn't that just dandy?
Isn't that just fucking Pigeon King?
Isn't that just dandy?
Yeah,
we succeeded. That's dandy.
I was dandy.
But I wasn't fine
never
in
fine and dandy.
I was once in '86. I was both fine and dandy, but no one asked me, and I consider it a
Wait. Does that mean a dandelion is a fancy lion, or a?
Yes.
Damn fancy lions.
I don't know about it. I don't know if it's a fancy lion, but I know rabbits eat them.
Oh, rabbits love dandelion. Dandelion is actually
a scatter rabbit out in my backyard during the.
Comes from the French for lion's tooth, which is was their impression of the shape of the leaves.
Oh. I thought it's because it had like a lion mane.
And if you pick a dandelion, it will make you wet the bed.
If you what?
If you pick a dandelion, it will make you wet the bed.
That's not true. I picked lots of dandelions, never wet the bed.
How many of them have you eaten?
Apparently, you can make dandelion tea from it.
You can make dandelion soup as well.
And fried dandelion blossoms.
Yeah, dandelion.
Yeah,
dandelion tea.
It's the roots that you use, I believe.
You can eat the blossoms too.
Wait.
See, I go out in the backyard.
But you're not a rabbit.
In summer months. And the rabbit.
Yeah, but you dust and fry them. They're tasty. Actually.
Stop eating the dandelions, and then I'll just say, "Hello, Mr. Rabbit." And
well, don't forget back into the production they use dandelions as well.
Hold on. Mitch, you were saying, and then Rod.
No, I'd finished.
Oh. Go ahead, Rod.
No, I was just saying back around like World War II and that, like, because some people were poor and that, they would quite literally go and eat the dandelions as like their dessert.
Yeah, that's a lot older than World War II. You see, if you look up any medieval recipes, a lot of them do call for dandelions.
Kind of like
that.
Cattails are edible.
Yeah.
Pretty much the entire plant.
Or nettles.
Well, I've seen somebody make sunflower, like eat a sunflower. Like roast the sunflower and eat it.
Well, I mean, sunflowers, you eat the seeds.
No, actually roast is actual sunflower, roast it, and eat it. So, apparently it's possible.
The Tholian flagship is defeated. Excellent work.
Goddamn Tholians.
And their fag ships.
Yeah, and their fag ships.
Are we on the Minions channel?
What? I said fag ship.
Yep.
I said flagship. What did you
hear? He was on about cigarettes.
Sure.
Sure he was.
What? What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm talking about the Tholians.
I still think my favorite story for sunflowers is the woman who got a potted one because she wanted to brighten up her kitchen and whatnot. So she kept turning it to face in, and sunflowers will turn towards the sun. So she was just slowly killing it.
Aww.
Because she kept turning it away from the sun. It's like, if you're gonna do that, buy a fucking fake one, woman.
Yeah.
That girl sunflower will break its neck.
Yeah, but very, very slowly.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
Like all plants will creep towards the sunlight. Yeah.
Yes.
I was at the eye doctor today, right? And they took a picture of my eye and they blinded me with lights.
With science?
Yes, they blinded me with science.
Technically, yeah.
Blinded with science.
Wouldn't that actually burn you?
No, science is. I'm okay with science. I can deal with it.
No, I'm on about the
It
light.
wasn't a holy light.
Yeah,
Did you get glasses?
Oh, I wear glasses
They
now.
took a picture of your eye.
Oh. Did you get new lenses?
Yeah. My frames. I got the works. I got the really good shit because my insurance covers it. I didn't pay.
You lucky schmoo. I need glasses. They're too expensive, and I don't got fucking insurance. I mean, I've had the same frame since I was like 16. Yes.
If you can go and at least get the eye exam, you can go to zenny.com and you can put your prescription in there and you upload a picture yourself to try out frames, and they're really inexpensive.
Yeah, I don't need, like I've said, I got the same
hell's
frames.
going
I've
on?
had the same frame since I was like 16. I think it was 16. No, 16. So I've had the same frames for like a long time, and they're still fine. All I do is try to switch out the lenses because it's cheaper that way.
Yeah.
And
when I had glasses back in the day for a bit, and that whole thing, because I'm farsighted. Like, I went on Zenny and I think I spent like $50. I'd say it was like less than $50 plus shipping for 2 pair.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Are these
That's
fucking
very
ghosts?
good.
Or what the fuck is going on?
No, they're glasses.
No, there's dancing Ashley Judge Hughes. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I need to get. I'm desperately overdue for eye exam and yeah, new lenses. Insurance won't cover it though.
Well, Tyr
Because
being
about
a lich,
that in Tennessee, they don't like covering things like that.
Tyr
Because they're
being a lich
goobers.
Tyr being a lich has an advantage. He can just send his eyes in.
Yeah, you can.
Smack my head, actually, I go to the corner and, shop around to get new eyes. And new skin.
He gets his eyes on discount.
Here.
That'd be neat if there was like a body shop, but literally it's a body shop and you just go in and get replacement parts.
Hey,
it's called the
Kefki,
morgue.
they have one of those. It's called the black market.
No, it's called the morgue.
Okay, non black market invasive doctor that I'm talking about. Just go in and go, oh, that's nice armament. Pop yours off and pop that one on, and
yeah, it's called the morgue. Oh, Kefki.
I would love to be able to replace a few
I'm
of
gonna
my
pop you,
parts,
Tyr.
starting with about a third of my joints.
Yeah.
It's a lot of joints.
Look, Kefki.
Are you sharing?
Hold on. Kefki, alright, this is what it is. Vampires go to blood banks for their supplies. Liches go to morgues. It's just what we do. You know, I'm well known in several city morgues, and yeah. Sometimes I feel like doing a little window shopping. You know?
To the blood bank. Told him I'd like to make a withdrawal, but I can't remember the rest of that joke.
You know, again, you just go there.
So, Will, with all those joints, you rolled them yourself?
Boom, boom.
Most of them.
Gravity helped with the others?
Yeah, it says gravity, auto accident, probably general defects. I had so many bone issues.
Yeah, the auto accident. That's awful. Auto accidents or car wrecks and stuff.
But you gotta remember, Will caused it to prove a point.
I've been in one. What?
He had an auto accident. Yeah, he accidentally ran over a German.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
It was.
Oh, so did I. No, the offender in the auto accident, as far as the most damage, happened to be Cellulose Citizen. And, I wrecked so many joints that day, and not in a good way.
Yeah, I think I've had lots of hits to my head, but I think the hit to my head that did the most damage was my mom was driving and some idiot pulled out in front of her, so she had to brake. And so I had a seatbelt on, but seatbelt wasn't working. So I went head first and bashed my head into the dashboard and broke my nose again. And yeah.
Yeah, we've all about head injuries. I've got you all beat. When I was about about 6-7 months old, we were in Gibraltar, living in Gibraltar at the time, and my mother accidentally dropped me.
Twice.
So that means I fell about 4, nearly 5 feet, and split my head open on the concrete step.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, it does actually.
Your mother went and threw you off the rock?
No.
Oh, the rock Gibraltar.
I just said what happened.
That came later.
But I was, I was jumping on the bed, and I bashed my head into the headboard, and split the back of my skull open. I have no memory of that. That was like my first concussion. And then
Called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No, Kefki's jumping on the bed."
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Much.
What? They tried to get my mom for child. They thought my mom was abusing me when I came in there because my head was split open,
go right for
and
the
I have
abuse
bruises
thing.
on my arms and stuff. But that was from playing and falling out of the tree, and it's just like.
Well, young fires aren't aerodynamic.
It's a complicated situation because doctors are mandatory reporters.
Yeah.
And
I know.
So if they've got something that looks like it might be, they can be in legal trouble for not bringing it up.
What my mom said, what made them really suspect something is that, okay, I have a couple birthmarks and they look like cigarette burns. They looked like cigarette burns. That's what they thought those were. They saw the birthmarks. They're like, oh, someone's burning this child with cigarettes. And she kept explaining to them, though, those are birthmarks. They would not listen to her until she contacted the doctor that had delivered me. And he called and said, yes, those are birthmarks.
They should have known that.
Unless you think her mom put cigarettes out on her inside the womb.
Yeah, basically.
That proves those doctors were kind of incompetent or just looking for an excuse, because any doctor worth his salt should know a birthmark from a cigarette burn.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Mom said they did at that point look like little cigarette burns, but yeah, I don't know.
To the likes of you and me, yes, Kefki, but to a doctor, they should be able to tell.
They should, yeah.
And personally, I blame here.
The worst concussion I think that I had was I got a oh god, I still don't understand how it didn't break. One of those big heavy, you remember those big heavy glass ashtrays?
Yep.
Like back in the day. Okay, I got one of those right in my face and upside my skull, full force by a grown ass man. Yeah, and so that gave me the worst concussion that I had. I think that was the reason. It didn't even chip the ashtray. It did not even.
It's not going to.
Dent it.
Those heavy glass ashtrays between their density and tempering and everything, they are way harder than most of your skeletal bones.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense, because I've always thought it's fucking glass. It didn't dent it. It didn't even fucking chip it. It did nothing to it.
Yeah, you might chip it on a femur. You ain't gonna chip it on the skull.
Yeah, it chipped my skull. It won the fight.
Yeah, it says.
I wasn't even, like, too young then. I think I was, like, 12. So I should have had a harder head than that.
Yeah, well, your skull's not as dense as Tyr's. Tyr's skull reflects gamma rays.
I mean, my mom always said I was hard-headed, but proved her wrong. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's a. Kefki sounds like she's had as much fun with head injuries as I have. Probably seen her skull in the mirror more.
I had a lovely stepdad that liked to go for hitting you in the head, so yeah. Sorry.
One of my hospital funds is I've actually seen pictures of my brain.
Yeah.
There's a brain in your skull?
Was it out of your skull or in your skull at the time?
Oh, it was still in my skull.
Oh, thank God.
Tell the truth. The pictures you've seen in your brain is when it's been sending you postcards from Hawaii.
Little brain in the grass skirt.
I haven't seen my brain since when did the moon split from the Earth?
I've had a CAT scan before. I didn't get to see anything from it. But
why are you scanning cats?
Yeah, that's what
MRIs, MRA, angiogram.
Is it an MRI?
Meow, meow, meow.
Is it the MRI or a CAT scan where they look at your brain? I forget. I thought it was a CAT scan.
The CAT scan, they're looking at your skeleton more.
The
MRI,
what was it? A CAT scan or more like a KEF scan?
Hold on.
It was a KEFRI. Wait, no.
It was a ferret scanner. It scanned ferrets.
It was a ferret scanner.
Yeah, it was
I can never tell which one is. I hate the MRI machines, though. I have to go in them periodically for them to check my back, and I fucking hate those things. It's like a big lead coffin.
I need to go into one sometime soon. I have to ask them again. Hey, with all the metal that's in my body, is this going to be an issue?
It shouldn't be, because I've got the metal in my back, and it's never a problem, you know?
No, they use non-magnetic metal for that, because I got metal with my hand, and I've had to do several MRIs.
What kills me is they're like, you could stick your hands out of the machine, like that's going to be helpful. It's like, no.
With as big as that magnetic field is? Yeah. Oh, but I love an MRI. I don't care how loud the thing is. The magnetic field off of those.
Here's a question.
I sleep better than I do any other time in my life.
Oh,
Here's
Lord.
a question. Serious question. MRIs, CAT scans. Yeah, they put you in that tube, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're subject to what is actually an intense magnetic field, right?
For MRI, yeah.
What damage is that doing to your body?
None.
Actually, no. Magnetic fields do affect your body directly.
Effect does not equal damage automatically, though.
Yeah, but
our bodies actually need a certain amount of magnetic field around us.
Yeah, but not that much.
And most of us are deprived by being constantly surrounded in concrete and steel.
No, we're not actually, because the electrical wiring produces a magnetic field of its own.
And also, I think it was Will that said it. CAT scans are not more skeletal. I thought I heard somebody say that because that's what they used to for my appendix when it ruptured. And 2 weeks later, I went to the hospital.
Oh God!
Well, they are more skeletal, but they can be tuned down. They can be turned down to just like an X-ray can show soft tissues as well. That's all a CAT scan is a series of X-ray slides.
Aren't CAT scans the ones that they'll show like all the fucking organs in your body is as the CAT scan goes down, and you get them in like slices.
It all depends. As for whether that is what you have to drink.
Or is that an MRI?
It depends. Some of it depends on a lot of it depends on what they're looking for and everything. Because a CAT scan is a series of rotational X-rays, and just as those can be turned up high enough that they're only bouncing off bone, or they're only blocked by bone, they can be down low enough that internal organs will impede.
Well, if they're down that low, they wouldn't be able to get through the bone.
What's the one where you stick the electrodes? They stick the little electrode things to your head.
EEG, electroencephalograph. My least favorite medical test ever. They're getting better though. They really have gotten better. But my first.
Actually, I would say the worst medical exam is a rectal probe.
No, anything with needles.
Clarification. Least favorite non-invasive medical exam.
Well, I was going to say anything that has to do with needles is the worst.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Agreed, Kefki, but if they're sticking a needle in you, by definition, it's invasive.
Kefki, every 2 years, there's these doctors. You would hate them. Every two years, they give me an examination. Yeah, little grey guys don't wear any clothes.
They give you an anal examination.
Yeah.
The worst part is he always it's always one of them that does it, and he feels both his hands on his shoulders.
I just seen a player I want to beat to death who's beaming out. Him there in the blue fucking tunic. I want to beat him to death because of that abortion of a uniform he's wearing.
What?
The first time I had an EEG was back when they super glued the electrodes to your scalp.
Oh. No.
Not Elmer. They super glued the electrodes to your scalp.
If you will excuse me a few moments, I shall.
That must have been back. That must have been a very long time ago.
That was close to 40 years ago.
Oh, okay. Yes, that was a very long time ago. I don't know. I had one where they just did the stickies like they do to your chest. They stick it to your forehead.
Well, now they've got this goop that basically it washes off with a little effort. It's not sticky like EKG electrodes or anything like that. But it's clumps in your hair and stuff, but it holds the electrode in the right place, and it transmits the signal just fine. Yeah, that's the modern thing. Back in the day, they would go and they'd mark over your entire scalp with a China marker. And then they would take and lightly sand each of those places, scrub it with alcohol, stick the electrode on there with super glue, and they would stick this air needle through a hole in the electrode to dry the glue rapidly.
Yeah, no thank
you. And then they'd hook up all the wires. You'd do your scan, and then they'd have to go through removing all those electrodes that they glued to your scalp.
And no, thank you.
Oh, I hated that.
No thanks. Yeah, no. I would take the sticky residue in the hair any day.
I'll take the goop any day. You get,
What that they even with
6
the
to
goop,
10 minutes in the shower, you can get that all out of your hair.
They don't like when I had mine. The nurse came in with like this alcohol stuff and tried to rub off most of it for me. It was very sweet. I thought that was kind of what they did, so you didn't get as much goop in your hair.
Well, the last one I had was part of a sleep study as well, and it was basically, okay, you're done. There's a shower in there. Feel free to take it.
Yeah,
I remember last time I got a sleep study. Yeah.
I'm not getting a sleep study ever then, because I don't want to. It seems like a horror. I would never be able to go to sleep. Never. I'd be laying there like, okay, I need to go to sleep. Nope. Brain would be like, nope, you're not going to sleep. And see, I know that would happen. It does it at home, so I know in a weird, place like that I'm not used to, it would definitely not let me sleep.
The crazy thing is you
like I want to freaking be able to sleep in front of a whole bunch of people.
Well, you're not sleeping in front of a whole bunch of people. You're sleeping. Because the last time I did a sleep study was, I'll say 2015, somewhere around that time frame. And what it was is that you go in the room and you go to sleep, but they have you up with monitors and EKGs and shit like that. And they're monitoring you.
And I'm be worse than Polydub when he got freaking stuck between his nightstand and his bed, because I'm just going to get wrapped up in fucking wires.
That's why I don't need a CPAP anymore, but that's one reason why I did not use my CPAP, is because I was terrified, because I toss and turn at night, and I like to sleep on my stomach. And that motherfucker get wrapped around my neck. That shit's going to terrify me.
Kefki, you probably would eventually fall asleep, but you might find some very interesting and odd things, too, because the thing I learned, because I basically watched the clock tick over till about 3:34 in the morning, and discovered that night that my body goes to sleep quickly, my brain does not.
Your mind.
My brain can go the whole night without sleeping. The only time for certain that my brain is asleep is when I'm dreaming.
My body will go to sleep quicker than my brain will go to sleep quicker than my body will, I think. I've been awake and then had hallucinations, and I was always like, your brain is sleeping is what I was told when that's happening. Or it's trying to or something. I don't know. But no, I wouldn't be able to sleep. I wouldn't unless they gave me drugs to make me go to sleep. They would have to do that, because otherwise my butt ain't slipping.
Well, you know, but
I was just saying that, and unless they freaking allow me to have a fan going on or something, if it's
that too.
You can have a fan going on.
I'm a rotten. I can't sleep without a fan. I can't.
Middle of winter, still got a fan on.
I have to have a fan.
Yep.
Tenacity gets winters? I didn't know that. Learned something new.
Right.
Look, man, sometimes you just got to have that white noise, because, I tuned in with a bunch of people ever heard of. I still find that be goddamn hysterical.
What?
It also helps drown
When
out
I showed on Saturday where the black guy's laying there in bed, and he's just like, "Oh, you mind if I play some white noise?" It's like, yeah, go ahead. Playing Panic at the Disco. They're singing it.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of closing the goddamn door? No.
We have to remember they couldn't play Mr. Brightside, because that's just going to pump everybody up for white people.
I was expecting them to play If You See My Face, Hope It Gives You Hell.
If you see my face, it gives you hell, hope it gives you hell.
Jump. Oh.
Why?
Sorry. I'm waiting for Batman to come back so we can begin.
Never heard that song.
But, if you walk my way, hope it gives you hell, hope it gives you hell.
I have never heard that song.
I hope you
That's
see my.
more of a pop song.
I hope you see my face. It's either one. It can be either one.
I see my.
Hello.
About half the music that folks talk about, I haven't heard of. Because I'm old, and I'm also a metalhead, so.
I don't think you're much older than me, Kefki. I don't think.
Riley, how old are you?
Kefki, you're
34.
older than his. Yeah.
Hey, Kefki's older than me?
You're the youngest
Maybe.
here.
God damn it.
Maybe not.
Kefki.
Why?
Sleestack.
Sleestacks!
Yep,
I like
see?
Sleestacks, they're so
Exactly.
cute.
Exactly.
Why?
Exactly.
Shut up.
That's all I have to say.
Love before time. Rather lost. Sorry.
All I had to say.
That show was a classic.
And
I never liked
about
it.
the original or the bullshit from
The
90s?
original.
The original.
I never liked it very much. It got on my nerves, but Sleestacks were cute.
See? I told you.
My brother loved it though.
Oh, that's it. Was one
There's
word.
a lot of real, honest to God science fiction in the original.
Yes.
A lot of good stuff.
And I remember ISIS with the little.
They went over a waterfall and ended up in prehistoric times. How did they achieve that?
It was a space-time doorway.
The medium speed chases from ISIS.
But I don't remember how old I am, or I would tell you, but I don't remember honestly. I really don't.
If we gotta we gotta cut her leg open and count the rings.
No, God, no.
I'm not going to ask her age.
Oh yeah, no. Lottie remembers, right, Lottie? Yes, I remember how old you are. How old am I? Old.
Damn.
Oh well, thanks.
So I'm actually I'm the youngest, but I'm under 35.
How old you are?
I'm back.
44.
Do you really want me to tell everyone how old you are? I don't give a shit. You're 46.
46.
Oh.
That was close.
You're still a youngster.
Batman's the oldest, being 139.
I'm not that.
You're the oldest here.
Yeah, Tyr. My age is in years, Tyr. Yours is in geological eras.
Well, see, I'm only 3 geological hours old. I'm younger. I'm still younger than you.
No, like it says, my age is measured in years. Yours is in geological eras, and yours 47.
We have to remember, Batman, we stopped aging because we're, the undead.
Exactly. We don't count anymore.
What were you saying, Logan? No point.
Hold on a minute. Yeah, you might be the undead, but Tyr is still aging. Or rather, he's weathering.
I'm not weathering. I'm seasoning.
Right. So what I was
Black
saying
don't
is,
crack unless it's undead.
What, Lottie?
What was that, Lottie?
You ready?
It
Batman?
doesn't fucking matter anymore. Never mind.
Go ahead.
No.
Goddamn
Grouchy,
ghost.
grouchy.
Damn ghost. Oh, just being a ghost.
Because everyone else is interrupting him. Okay. Yeah. That's how it works. Yeah, I'm gonna be that guy.
Well, we all interrupt each other.
What?
Huh?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Rutabagas.
Oh yeah, and I'm pissed off with Hotmail at the minute. I've got 2 Hotmail accounts, right? I've got one I use for job applications and official stuff like that, and I've got a personal one.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to check my personal account, and I couldn't get in because there's been suspicious activity, and I had to verify it. And you can't verify your Hotmail account. One of the things that you've got to answer is 3 different subjects that your emails were about.
Oh God, no, not this one.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm blaming you for this one, Tyr.
I'm blaming myself for this one.
Yeah, we could have been doing private ones like Mitch was on about, but no.
Fine, we'll do a private one. Jesus Christ, you old people. See, this is why you can't trust the elderly.
Fuck you.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about Batman. But Jesus Christ, see, wow.
We've already established you're the oldest person in the chat. In fact, you're the oldest person in the solar system.
No,
probably in the galaxy.
No, Tyr's not as old. Wait.
Nope.
How old are you, Tyr? 12? 9? 8? 7? 6? 5? 4? 3? Go ahead, Will.
I was going to say he's probably 13 or 14. I heard he finally got a pubic hair.
Yo.
That was actually his skin worm.
You know what? I'm gonna be gracious and take that. I'm gonna just, you know what? I don't disrespect my elders.
You better not.
Have any?
I can find you.
That's right, son. You disrespect your elders.
I don't want to be called a whippersnapper or a rapscallion by my elders, so I'm just gonna...
Scallywag.
Yeah, you're
Scallywag's good.
Whipperscaller,
You're a little
scallywag.
piece of shit.
Call me a rascal.
No, a little piece of shit.
I had somebody ask me the other day if this was my real voice.
Really?
No, I fake it just for you.
Yeah. I forget who it was, but they're like, it was no offense meant. They're just like, is that your real voice, or do you put that on? Unfortunately, it's my real voice.
There's nothing
I've heard you
I
sing
was gonna say,
Kefki. I
you
can
don't
understand
sound
why
like-
they might wonder.
Like,
Well,
your
okay, my
singing
voice used to be different, but the dumber I get, it seems the higher, like the older I get, the dumber I get, and the more my voice changes. Because I heard a recording of my voice way back, like 15 something years ago, and I'm like, who the fuck is that talking? And Lois like, that's you. I'm like, no, that's not. Who the fuck is that? Because I don't remember it at all, and I'm like, yeah, that's weird.
Well,
that's
see, the problem is we all hear our voice differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of how.
No, this is dramatically different. This was too dramatically different.
Your voice changes to your age as well.
Oh.
Well,
when it comes to singing, I think you actually use different part of your brain, the vocal part of your brain to sing than you do to speak.
A little bit.
That would make sense too.
Oh, haven't you
because it was
seen the
singing,
Music
it's
Man? Singing is just extended talking, elongated, so to speak.
It's not just that. People who can't actually do convincing accents, if they sing, they can do a convincing accent, for example.
I can.
What a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine coming my way. Lip-a-da-doo. I'm just a bluebird on my shoulder.
Everybody who does it today, we all know that.
Sorry, I like that song. It's very catchy.
It
I
is.
forget what it's from.
Song of the South.
Oh yeah, no, I used to love that show.
You're not allowed to like it anymore because it's racist.
It is. It's racist.
But you just sang about Brer Rabbit and stuff. I don't understand how it's.
Because everything is offensive.
He was telling stories about
Yes,
Brer
because
Rabbit.
it's parodying black people by showing them what black people actually liked back then.
Oh,
Remember,
I did not know that.
Everything is offensive to everybody.
I did not know that it was offensive. That would explain why I've never been able to find it on VHS or
Oh,
DVD.
Disney has locked that in the vault forever.
The thing is, it's only offensive to the
Only
black
offensive to
leftist
white women.
Yeah, middle class white people.
Mhm. I always thought
Have you
that
heard,
the guy who played Uncle Remus had the most relaxing voice ever.
Oh, he was
besides James Earl Jones.
Yeah, but when he started
very
seeing Brer
relaxing.
Rabbit and all of those characters, you could tell he was on drugs.
Wow.
I don't remember much about that part. I just remember about but I don't really. I just remember the song "Zippity Doo-Dah." To be honest, I like that
That's the
song.
only song I remember too.
I don't remember much about anything else other than that, because I was dehydrated to a piss ant when I watched that movie.
So every time someone brings up the title of it, I always think of the country song I want to say it is. So where someone's like, "It's Song of the South." I'm like, "Sweet potato pie," and I shook my mouth.
Sweet potato pie. Yep. Shut my mouth. Gone.
Jimmy Crack Corn and I don't care.
About that
Well,
song.
apparently, yeah, about it.
But if nobody cares when Jimmy cracks corn, why does he keep doing it?
Because they crack it.
Because his master went away.
Because he's addicted to crack.
No, it's because
Wait,
his,
what?
his master's gone away, that's why.
Take that,
Jimmy
you
smoked
stupid
crack
Maybe-
and I don't care.
Addicted
Jimmy
crack
smoked crack
corn.
and I don't care.
Maybe that's why Kefki is so hooked on candy corn. It's cracked corn. Cracked corn.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to crack
Bad joke.
corn.
All of you are weird. I don't know why I hang out with you.
Because you're weird too.
Yeah, I hear all
You're
of
the
us as
one
well.
that's got a cheesecake on your head. Wait, I keep forgetting what that thing is. A yarmulke. Wait, no. What is that thing
It's
called?
a cheesecake.
It's called the top hat and a
Top
monocle
hat.
because I'm very sophisticated.
No, your avatar. It looks like you've got a
Oh,
little.
a kufi.
I can't see.
Kufi.
A what?
A
A
kufi.
charcuterie.
Black History
What?
with Avatar.
I need
Wait,
to
wait,
change
no,
it.
what?
He doesn't give
what?
up on Black History Month.
What
It's-
is
it's
it called?
A kufi.
A kufi. Oh, I like that. That's cute. A kufi.
Hold on, isn't that what posh people drink?
Kufi.
No, it's coffee. And
It's kafifi. Thank you very much.
yeah, sorry, coffee.
Feifei.
Coffee.
It's Keffi.
I love this group.
Bruh.
I hate us all, apart from Kefki.
Aw,
Well,
You're obligated to love
Kefki's
Kefki.
impossible to
I
hate.
hate Kefki, so that's okay.
You're
How
obligated
many-
to, so it's okay.
How many millions of these escape pods are there?
I don't fucking know and I hate this mission.
Oh, there's escape pods?
Yeah.
Ceiling bird.
Ow!
Stealing bird keeps going off.
That actually was a ceiling bird. That wasn't my alarms. Okay, who opened the soundboard?
It's probably
Rotten,
rotten.
is that you?
It was not me.
It's rotten.
It's not me, I'm busy playing a game. God for that. It's almost over.
Quiet.
We're still got another phase to go through.
Oh God, Jesus fuck Christ, tired of these face. This is one of the missions I hate.
Oh yeah,
Not much yet.
I keep forgetting that because yeah, Lodi's got his own screen, and Mitch hates it.
Allegedly.
Mitch hates Lodi's screen.
Allegedly.
Exactly.
Degenerates like you belong on a cross. Wow.
Well, that sounded like a cross between Tweety Pie and Betty Boop.
Tweety Boop.
Or Betty Pie.
Tweety Boop.
No, but seriously, what is it with these email providers and their hyper complicated bloody security?
Because they're trying to keep you out.
Yeah.
Public relations and marketing.
And I mean, the help thing, their customer support is absolutely useless.
Because there's some guy in Calcutta.
No, I have to
It's
get
not
Nitro
even
to
some
use
guy.
that. Fuck you, soundboard.
It's not even some guy. It's an internet page that it just gives you steps to follow that just take you back to where you were that caused the problem in the first place.
All right, I'm about to have old man yelling that cloud moment. I fucking hate AI. When you go to customer service and you go to the site and then they, oh well, here help the AI will help you. I don't want to fucking talk to your AI. I want to talk to a real human being. No, we can't put you on a real human being. Yeah, I don't want to fucking talk to you. I need somebody that can understand nuance.
What they tend to have is AI as a triage now to handle all the cases that don't need the nuance. Sometimes it's just somebody asking something simple like, how do I return an order? How do I do this? How do I do that? And it's just basically it needs a set of directions. And so you've got the AI triaging that, and then if the person still doesn't get that, it goes for the okay, let's get you to somebody who can help further.
Yeah,
it's amazing how many
companies have to pursue this course of action.
No, they don't.
So, yes, they do, because some companies are. The ones that don't find an effective way to harness AI moving forward aren't going to be in business in a dozen years.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Or they're going to lose huge amounts of market share.
I agree to disagree.
Squirrel away.
Most people and more people are preferring to deal with human beings than AI, for one thing.
So we went from people wanting to talk to each other and not wanting to talk to AI and wanting to talk to a person.
Yeah.
You are the butler.
It's like those bloody robot checkouts. Do you know that stores are actually losing business because of them, rather than gaining business?
Self checkouts.
Yeah.
Because people
hate them.
Yeah, because why am I doing the job of a cashier?
It's not just that. It's human beings being social creatures. We do, at some level, crave that interaction between the person working on the checkout and ourselves.
No.
One of the reasons why I order groceries rather than going to the store is because I don't want to have that interaction.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I just see human beings.
I mean, you're a cat in a ferret. Of course you don't want to talk to
human beings. All the human beings.
Yes. In tomato sauce.
We can turn them into kibble.
Kibble beans. No, human beings. I don't know. I prefer not to deal with people. I like if it's like a problem or something. I do want to deal with a person and not a fucking robot. But I mean, preferably, I would have to talk to nobody, and I don't get along with many people.
And all this stuff about nuance and not some things not being nuanced. It's all got nuance in it. Somebody's asking what you think is a simple question. You as a human being can read a lot more into that than an AI.
Yeah.
Having worked in customer service a long time, I can tell you there isn't always nuance to the question. In fact, in most cases, there isn't.
You're right.
The person questioning hopes that there's nuance in it sometimes, but there isn't. And a lot of the people I deal with right now actually want to self-serve on the issues that they're having and need to know if they can, and if they can, how do they do it. So for most of those questions, getting the right question and having the answer come through and provide a step-by-step, this is how you can do it and this is how you do it and everything, satisfies most of their needs. It's when you start getting into the things that are nuanced that it needs to go to somebody like me.
Well, isn't that the nuance, though? What's nuance mean?
Minute detail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say for where I am, Kefki, think of it in the lines of everything's designed to go in a straight line. Now, if you've got something that for some reason isn't going to be quite a straight line, you have to look at the situation of why isn't it quite a straight line? Is it still acceptable in this circumstance? If somebody wants to do something that's not quite a straight line, we get kind of like, okay, why? What's going on? And can we do this? And a computer is poorly equipped to try and come up with that. But if it's questions like, how do I make this, how do I make the line straight? How do I keep the line straight? And everything like that, the computer's very good at giving those instructions. Oversimplifying because I work in a complicated
your oversimplification
industry.
I still didn't understand. I'm sorry. I'm stupid.
No, you're not stupid, Kefki.
You're not stupid.
It's just in a different context.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A rules-based system and when the rules can be bent or broken.
I think I understand that. So, like with a person, they can tell you other ways. A person can give you workarounds, but a computer can't give you a workaround. Really, it just tells you directly how to do it.
Yeah, the computer is tied to the rules, and if it's a situation where the rules have to be bound by firmly, the computer's going to do just fine. If it's a situation where the rule can be bent a little bit for this reason, or there's certain exclusions, exceptions to the rules that can be applied, you need more of that human aspect.
Right. I think I get it. Yes.
I was just going with the AI as the tutorial.
There you go. Yeah.
Actually, that's a really good explanation for that.
That would be the tutorial, and then the person would be the person that could tell you how to do it a different way.
Yeah, if the tutorial doesn't work for you for any reason, the human that's next is the one to be able to give you the ins and outs of going on from there.
It is so annoying though, talking to the computers over the phone and stuff. It is like, press this button if you want this. Press this button if you want that. Say this if you mean this. And then you say something. I didn't understand what you said. It doesn't come out and tell you it's because you got a thick southern draw and that you can't understand it. It says you can't understand. You say it again, it still can't. You say it again, it still can't. Sorry.
Well,
Sorry,
some of them are getting a lot better at recognizing it, but don't try to say, between your accent and everything, don't try and convince me that the computer can understand somebody from Joyzy.
Joyzy.
One of the most annoying things about those telephone robots is they always pick the most annoyingly cheerful voice.
Well, you want one that yells at you?
No, I want one that sounds pleasant, but not that annoyingly cheerful. I'm specifying a kind of cheerful voice, an annoyingly cheerful voice.
Hello, my name is Barbara. How may I help you today?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the first aggressive, it's like almost aggressively positive, upbeat voice.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a professional obligation to be moderately annoyingly cheerful at work. I figure I'm annoying by default, so all I have to do is add a little bit of cheer into the mix, and we're good.
Here's something for you that might cheer you, that might please you, seeing as you work in that field. If I get somebody phoning me up, right, who's and it's not a scammer, it's just somebody doing the job. 9 times out of 10, I ask them if the telephone call has been recorded, and usually they'll say yes. So I'll then go on with it saying, well, may I congratulate you on your telephone manner, your pleasant demeanour, and your clarity of voice. Makes their fucking day.
No. Yes.
It makes me feel a bit better as well, because I've made somebody who's doing a tedious, boring job where they're going to get a flea in the ear most of the time. I've made them feel a bit better about themselves.
Well, it also helps their work too. Like if their work hears that because they listen to the recordings. If they hear that you say something like that, that's bonus points for them.
Yeah.
You know.
That's one of the reasons I say it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. I gotta place a long distance call tomorrow for.
Pat, what's your number so we can call you?
This is Will calling on a recorded line in regards to this. Can I verify this information real quickly? Okay, I just needed to check in with you about this to make sure everything is good. Oh, great, thank you. And with that, is there anything else I can help you with today? No? Well, thank you for your patience and your time. You have a great day.
I have to freaking call the car window place tomorrow.
Mine was one guy phones up about home insurance, and I tried telling him this is it was about house insurance. I tried telling the guy, this is rented accommodation, it's not mine, and he was calling me a liar.
Shit,
I actually got him to look up my home address and look up the organisation that I rent off, right? And when he'd done that, and I'd proved my point, and I was, this telephone call being recorded by interest? Oh, yeah. He goes, well, can I be derogatory about your telephone manner, your unpleasant tone of voice, and your really unhelpful manner?
See, that's where if I was actually dumb enough to task myself with sales, I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, you rent it? Do you have any interest in renter's insurance to protect your personal effects and protect against liability claims?
Wait. Rotten, did you say someone threw a rock at your window, your car window?
No, I'm pretty sure just one got kicked up, so I got like a minor chip or something. I'm gonna see if they just repair it. I got like 2 others.
Did you
I'll
say
probably have to replace my windshield in a few years.
Did you say Iraq or Iraq?
No, rock.
Yeah, I was going to say,
if
somebody threw Iraq at your window, you're in trouble.
Rock lobster, dun 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 dun.
Him and Kefki every time.
Well,
every time I say something, you have something to go with it.
High quality earworms. That's one of the things. But that's one of the things with the autistic jukebox thing. It's always something will trigger music. Tangential references.
Is this not
everybody?
It's not just autistic people who do that, because I don't have autism. It does that to me.
Yeah.
I'm always.
That's a modern
I can
thing.
see where it would definitely do that with someone, like my friend. My friend had Asperger's, and it would do the same thing with him. You would hear something, and it would go cross wires to music pretty much all the time as well. So yeah.
Kefki, this day and age, you have any kind of psychological or emotional quirk, and it's autism, even when it isn't.
It's brain damage.
Kefki. You know how many times I break out into song in a given stream? I suppress it 99% of the time.
I try to suppress it. It's very hard.
What I want to know is, why do you go on a gibbon string?
Why do you give a gibbon a string?
I would come hunt you. I would come hunt you down, but the police would probably arrest me at the airport.
No, not really. White people would probably let you do it.
No, I've done so many things that are crimes in the United Kingdom that I would.
How do you know? You don't live here.
Your laws
Let's see,
by the way.
Yeah, 1 in 10 things that I post online or say online constitutes some kind of a hate crime.
9 out of 10 of the things I post online is what foreigners think would be a hate crime. Mitch, he follows us.
Time for question.
All right, guys, I'm about to close up shop.
Taking down the names.
Titch.
What?
You singing Captive on it?
Sorry.
I was saying I'm about to close up shop.
Okay.
Okay.
So.
How long have you guys been going though?
2 hours. I had to start early. I had to start early because I couldn't figure out why the intro screen was why our voices were coming in during like the little pre-show movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
You had the wrong thing selected.
No, it was.
You got it fixed?
No, I haven't, and I don't know why.
But you're using OBS, right?
Audio or something else?
I'm using. I believe this is what I do for everything. I usually mute headphone audio because that's where you guys come through, and then I have like the video source audio playing while it's running the little intro thing.
Yes, but Tyr, for your sound capture of us, do you have that as like desktop audio, or do you have that as like the stream itself?
I have it as headphone audio, and I have that muted.
Headphone audio. Oh, okay, so you are muted through OBS.
That's most likely your desktop audio, what you're using on OBS for your sound capture.
Yeah, but
because if your headphones that you can go through and actually have it to where all it will capture is what's going to come out of Discord if you. It'll specifically pick that program.
Really?
And then you can because like that's what I do on mine.
I mean, I have. Yeah, I had it that way before BLooZeR fixed up some stuff for me because I didn't realize that I could do a better way for it. But yeah, you can put an option down there for having it just capture Discord in one of and then you can have it in addition with desktop audio, but you have to be able to separate what does it take the desktop audio to disclude Discord, right? Or can you just pop in the Discord one?
You can just make them itself, and they each have their own mute button.
Oh, okay.
I need to figure out how to do that because it was I could hear, even though it was faint, I could hear our conversation and just it must have been something that OBS did that broke something.
Did you update? That's important. Like a lot of times after updating, it kind of acts stupid.
I don't know. I didn't update. There was no update, but I'll check. Excuse
me. You're using bog standard OBS, not Streamlabs OBS, right, Tyr?
Yeah.
All right, I can go through and do some screenshots and whatnot and show you how to add that. I mean, it's pretty simple. You can go through however you have your thing for like headphones or desktop. It'll for your audio captures. You can make a second one of those.
All right. Well, then let me.
Hey, Rod, can you send me those screenshots too if you make those? Because I would love to know how to do that.
All right. Let me close out.
Yeah, I'll make them.
Okay.
Let me close out the stream. That way we can do this.
Oh, okie dokie. Sorry.
All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out. Tomorrow is the Discord day for the minions, but we will be back. Not us specifically, but the minions will be back Wednesday night with the Wednesday show with Genty, Maxi, and Tyr Diamantis. Thursday we will back with Johnny Hellcat. He's at some point in the near future swapping from Thursdays to Tuesdays. So look forward to that. Friday is Sanguine.
About it.
Huh?
So at least he's thinking about it.
Yeah. It's having to do with how his schedule is panning out, so he just make. Friday is Sanguine. It's not the first Friday of the month, but the week after next week, will be Mr. Adam covering for Sanguine. What else? Saturday night is the Herd channel, and then we have the Lovable Kefki working Sunday night. So look forward to that. So say goodbye to the nice people.
No.
Bye, Kefki.
Bye, Kefki.
Bye.
Say goodbye to the semi-nice people.
Thank you.
No. Oh, okay. Bye, Mitch.
Right.
Say goodbye to the third strings.
Say goodbye to the what?
The people.
Goodbye, Functional.
Goodbye, everybody. We'll just.
Bye, everybody.
You're all your asses, and I don't know why I hang out with you. All right.
Nobody else will hang out with you.
That's true. All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Closing time. Time for you to go out to the places you will be from. I know who I wanna take me home. I know who I wanna take me home.
I mean, heck, Tyr, if anything, you can also make an entire scene that's strictly for your intro and your outro, so it won't have anything to do with the mic. So like, when I have my intro and my outro, it's as soon as I switch to those that it immediately starts the music.